Y así es, chavitos, brothers y brothercitas. ¿Se acuerdan de Big Balls? Así es, chavitos, el pelotudo, el bolas grandes que trabajaba con Doge, que de hecho le pusieron Big Balls porque tenía unos cojones para encontrar las tranzas que estaban haciendo los demócratas y exponerlos al aire, sacarle sus trapitos al sol para que toda la gente se diera cuenta, brothers, de las tranzas que hacían con USAID, con diferentes non-profit organizations o también con organizaciones no gubernamentales, etcétera. Big Balls se convirtió en un super personaje, brothers, que todos queremos y que pues le aplaudimos por todo lo que hizo, dar a conocer las tranzas de los demócratas. Pero una vez lo agarraron en bola y le dieron su tranquiza, brothers, allá en Washington. Una vez que salió en la noche a un bar con sus amigos de salida, le dieron en la torre y lo dejaron bien golpeado, pobrecito, la verdad. Pero, ¿cómo ven que acaban de arrestar a las ratas de dos patas que le dieron en la torre? Chequen.
On August 3rd of 2025 at about 2:53 a.m. Sunday morning at the U Street corridor and 14th Street, which is a very popular hangout, nightlife area, essentially, Ethan Levine, a 22-year-old, and several of his friends were standing outside a Sunoco gas station. They were approached by a large group of teens, individuals who confronted them and began to assault them. Today, we are announcing that Lawrence Cotton Powell, who is 19 years of age, along with Anthony Taylor, who is 18 years of age, are now charged with assaulting Levine.
La multitud aplaude, brothers, porque la verdad, el haber encontrado estos, que aunque son jóvenes, 19 años, que ya están en estos pasos, brothers, está cañón. Ahora, espérense a que oigan el nivel de rata de dos patas de este güey de 19 años, que ya era una fichita, hija de la chintola, o como diría mi abuelita, una perita en dulce.
Cotton Powell was stomping on Levine's head, as you can see in this poster to my left. Levine was able to get up momentarily, but the crowd chased him and got him down again. They continued to attack Levine while he was on the ground, and then proceeded to rob him of his sneakers and his watch. The group then, after the robbery and assault of Ethan Levine, they walked in the direction of where another crime occurred within minutes. You have heard of this crime. Edward Correstein, a 19-year-old Doge person who was working in the administration, was walking a young woman to her car when he was approached in the 1400 block of Swan Street Northwest.
Aquí este es el de Doge, al que después de que golpearon a ese tipo, se le acercaron a él cuando estaba llevando a su amiga al carro.
Approximately 10 suspects approached him, and as they did, he pushed the young woman into the car. And he was protecting her from the group before he was then attacked by multiple suspects, who then punched him repeatedly, causing significant injuries to him. They got him on the ground, and as they were doing so, they demanded the car from the woman who was inside the car and had already locked the car.
Imagínense, brothers, le dieron en la torre, le dieron su tranquiza y aparte se querían robar el carro, quitándole las llaves a la amiga de Big Balls. Está cañón.
Were banging on the car, they were pulling the car door, trying to get the car open, and were telling the woman in the car to hand over the keys. And the woman was, as I said, able to lock the car door, so they were unable to gain entry. And it was fortuitous that someone from the Metropolitan Police Department was on patrol. He happened to pull onto the block, and he witnessed the suspects actually assaulting Correstein, who was on the ground lying next to the car. The juveniles fled, but within a short period of time, two 15-year-olds were arrested, and they were taken into the family court by the Attorney General's office. That is...
Brothers, dos güeyes de 15 años. O sea, ¿dónde están los papás de estos culicagados? Que en vez de meterlos a su casa de la oreja, los dejan salir a las 3 de la mañana y hacer lo que quieran. O sea, ¿qué papá deja que su hijo de 15 años esté en la calle a las 3 de la mañana? O sea, en serio, es una pregunta que me gustaría que me contestaran en los comentarios si alguno sabe qué tipo de padre o de madre hace eso.
Local Attorney General's office. Now, I think what's significant about this case is the history of Lawrence Cotton Powell.
Ahora viene la historia del tipo de 19 años que es el que golpeó más feo a Big Balls.
I want you to follow me on this. Lawrence Cotton Powell is 19 years of age. He's now charged with robbery, first-degree robbery, for which he faces 15 years in prison. He also faces the charge of assault with intent to commit robbery and another 15 years. And robbery for Edward Korstein, 15 years. Assault with intent to commit robbery, another 15 years. And attempted carjacking, 5 years. Now, let me tell you his background. On April 3rd of this year, Lawrence Cotton Powell was sentenced for a felony attempted robbery. My office asked for jail time. Judge McLean, a judge sitting in the criminal part in Superior Court with no criminal background, made a decision to give Cotton Powell probation in spite of his conviction on a felony attempted robbery. Within 31 days, by May 4th, Powell reoffends. He's rearrested while he's on probation from the felony, and he's charged with simple assault and possession of a prohibited weapon B. On May 4th, my office asked that probation be revoked. But on May 16th, that same Judge McLean comes back and releases Cotton Powell and tells him basically, be a good boy. On July 24th, he is sentenced to one of the two misdemeanors that he's charged with. Again, my office asked for jail time after he victimized yet another person. And on July 25th, another judge suspends his sentence and decides that he should be on probation. So after a felony of attempted robbery conviction, after a violation of probation, after a second crime, after a second conviction, after no compliance with C. Sosa, the judges say do better and they let him go. And guess what? Within 10 days, he's at it again with Ethan Levine and Edward Korstein. Now, the co-defendant in this...
Está cañón, brothers, porque oyeron todos lo que había hecho antes y el juez, el mismo juez lo dejó salir todas las veces. Volvemos a lo mismo. Son jueces demócratas que no les importa la gente de afuera. Creen que le están haciendo bien al criminal con dejarlo salir. Buena onda, no te preocupes, pórtate bien, prométemelo. Pero ese tipo de gente que ya tiene esa maldad a ese grado, brothers, ya están mal de la cabeza y te pueden prometer lo que sea. No lo van a hacer y van a hacer lo que se les da la gana. Pero el juez, pues, ni por aquí le pasó. Él pensó que era un borreguito, buena onda y que se iba a portar bien. Pues no, terminó haciendo peores cosas, cara. Y ha pasado eso siempre. Pasó con la ucraniana del metro, el moreno ese que le dio en la torre, horrible. Y pasa cada rato. Lo mismo ha pasado con los inmigrantes indocumentados que han vivido niñas en New Jersey, New York, diferentes lados.
Case is an individual by the name of Anthony Taylor. He charged also with the same arrest. He is with the same crimes. He is from Maryland. He is 18 years old. We are unaware of any history as it relates to.
Brother, está cañón que sean chavitos tan jóvenes y andan haciendo tantas tonterías y con un rap sheet así pero canijo, o sea, una historial criminal, hijo de la chintola, a los 19 años. Está cañón, díganme qué piensan, brothers. Por fin atraparon al que le dio en la torre a Big Balls y eso es una celebración. Pobre Big Balls, él que estaba haciendo bien las cosas y le dieron en la torre, pero bueno, ya los agarraron presos. Suscríbanse, compartan, sigamos despertando zombies y no se les olvide que los amo, brothers.